Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Arshadila Sofia Fiduha from SMA IT SC. I would like to present my affirmative argument about this motion. Ability grouping, also known as tracking, is the practice of grouping children together according to their talents in a classroom. According to NEA reviews of the research on best practice in education, the elementary school level, the divisions sound harmless enough. Kids are divided into the upper and lower, but in secondary schools, the stratification becomes more obvious as students assume their place in a tracking system. According to the Cooper, 1996, the educational practice of ability grouping emerged around the turn of the 20th century as a way to prepare students for their appropriate place in the workforce. Students with high abilities and skill were given intense, rigorous academic training, while students with lower abilities were given a vocational education. I agree with this system because it will make the teaching and learning process more effective because of the same students' abilities, thus making learning easier and of course the teacher when teaching. For example, when a teacher teaches a class where the student's academics is low, the teacher can repeat the material when it needed. While when teaching students with high academic ability, the teacher can provide more challenging material. Generally, several schools have implemented this grouping system and most of them are done with streaming model, not a setting or a pill. Little mixed ability grouping, basically selection system applied by public school in order to determine which student can enter the school. In fact, this is implemented when elementary students enter junior high school as well as when junior high school enter high school, so do the senior high school enter college. In this case, students with high academic abilities are usually seen from their scores at the previous level of education. And grouping students according to their abilities has another advantage. 1. Increase speed. Ability grouping helps in placing students who are similar in class or group. It helps in increasing the rate of progress of students' learning skills at higher proficiency levels. Higher standard students can grasp concepts in less time than other students and can be allowed to progress. Otherwise, in heterogeneous classroom, better students have to wait for other students to understand a particular topic, consequently losing time and lowering their rate of growth and development. Thus, it can be concluded that grouping or homogeneous classroom obviously makes the students comprehend the material easily without any time consuming rather than heterogeneous classroom. 2. Individual attention. Giving individual attention is difficult heterogeneous class. In a heterogeneous class because the teacher has almost no choice but to pay equal attention to all students present. However, in the case of a homogeneous class, the teacher can concentrate on teaching students according to the pace of particular group, thereby changing their learning process and helping them to take lessons faster than other way around. 3. Boost self-confidence. In heterogeneous classroom, weaker students sometimes have self-concept problems due to the presence of smarter students who rank top in the class. But in the case of a homogeneous class, other students are at about the same level. In doing so, it increases their self-confidence and determination, so homogeneous classroom highly improves and boosts student self-confidence along the process of teaching and learning. So, I highly recommended this method because it will make the teaching and learning process more effective. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.